So if you're looking for a house, whether it's a game day rental, or maybe you're a parent and you want to buy a house and have your kids rent it back, or maybe you're just a full-time investor and you want to be able to take the opportunity of finding something that's close to Texas A&M within a mile radius, then you need to make sure you check out both of these. That's on one lot. You heard me correct. You don't want to miss this. Stay to the end. It's going to be some beautiful things for you to check out. Welcome back to my channel, Living and Investing in Bryan-College Station. And today we're actually touring one of our new listings in Bryan, Texas. So this particular house, I love it. The first house is 1,600 square feet, has been completely remodeled. So even though the age is right there in the 1900s, they have done a beautiful job updating this house and making sure that you get everything updated in today's century. And then also, I love that this house is going to have a second living space. So if you're that person that follow us in living and investing, so you're going to get the best of both worlds. In this house, you're going to have the living space in the front, investment in the back. Oh, hey, you can do vice versa. It doesn't matter. But I'm pretty excited because this is 1 mile from campus. So this is generally what most people are looking for. So we'll have some numbers at the end that we'll talk about when it comes to maybe Airbnbs, what particular loans would be great for this type of house. So we can be able to dive deeper and start getting into some of the details of what this house has to offer and if it'll be a good fit for you. So make sure you subscribe, like, and always, if you're looking to move within the next 9 days, 90 days, or even 9 months, this would be a great time to be able to reach out now because prime season, prime real estate. So make sure you take advantage. All right, let's go take a look at this one. Okay, so right now I'm standing in the living room. So right at the beginning, I was in that screen porch area. So so they've updated all things, still have the custom windows, but as you flow through here, still Pyramidine original hardwood floors, and it's hard to be able to find things that has this much original floor. So I like that about this house. So this here, it can be used as a study room because generally most study rooms don't have like a closet. So if you're the person who work from home, maybe homeschool, or you just want that extra space to maybe put your books in a reading room, this is a great option for that. And then even have this glass door behind us. Now, as we roll in, you can see brand new, updated sheetrock as you come into the kitchen. Has that old time feel. I love the hanging pots as it brings the custom and the value to the home when it comes to just the antiqueness, but also the new modern. So let's go take a look at inside of here. So you're gonna have 3 bedrooms. So the first one is this bedroom is right off the front towards the back. So this here is just like your kid's room. So this is good spacing. Got your computer study space right here in the corner. Can fit about a queen size bed. You can probably go a little bit bigger, and then good closet space. And I love how they built in these shelves. So even with some of the antique doors that they've kept them in good shape. So this is like if you're that person that always wanted, something that still has that old feel to it, but has been updated and been well taken care of, you're gonna like this house. All right, so let's go take a look as we walk down this hallway. Now, check this out. Check this bathroom out. And jet tub, sunlight, this was recently updated too. It's a brand new window. Man, I love this bathroom because it just reminds me of, I don't know, just the feel of updated antique stuff. I don't know, it's different. Got your washroom that's gonna be right here. We got a second room, check this out. So once again, just well laid out, very clean, very polished room. And I love how they kept every space is well customized. When you have both shelves in here, you can be able to fit everything that you need. So well done to this seller of this house. Now let's take a look at our master bedroom. Now the cool thing here, wait till we get to the end of this and we'll show you a pretty cool little antique thing they have in this house. But we have the custom antique, but I love how they updated this. They got the shelving space. Listen, if you're looking at any of my videos, I always say one thing. When it comes to, I think, organizing and also staging, this is by far the best house that someone is living in that I think this stage. So, and go ahead and take a look at the bathroom. So I have a stand-up shower. So you have a tub inside of there. But stand-up shower, you know, the owners is like 6 feet tall, over 6 feet, so you can fit in there as well. Now, check this out. So this house has an original, so if you're a big ironer, or maybe you grew up having an iron, there you go. Built in, got your ironing board. Now, some of you guys may be like, what is that? So, a long time ago, they used to use this as an ironing board, and then here, it's pretty cool because it's been patented, so you have like the patent number. So it's very antique to this house and to the year, been in the 1930s. So I love that. So let's go take a look at the outside. Now, this here is what you can do. You can do a lot of unique things for this back. So this back deck is open. You can have your seating. You have, as we come down here, at one point they did have a pool. Now this open space over here is like your hangout spot. So say you wanted to invite your friends over, y'all want to have a barbecue. This is like a bar. So this bar, you can be able to put your drinks. You can be able to have your food. People can hang out, have your chairs, whether it's regardless if you were dealing with someone that was staying here, y'all wanted to have an event, birthday parties. This is what I think housing or having a house provide opportunity when you have ample yard space, but then also have two separate living dwellings within the same area. This allow a lot of memories that can be created. And this is why I love about real estate, because when people have done the necessary thing like this to create space and opportunity, then now you have an opportunity to take advantage of it. So we'll walk across here. Now, one thing I will say, you can be able to cut this off. This tree is probably the one thing that's stopping you from actually having a fence, but I like the openness about this yard. And now this separate entrance over here, it does not have an address, but it does have a separate entry. So let's go take a look at that real quick and then we'll come back in. So on the drone, you'll be able to see this as well, but I'm right now standing in the 215 Eagle, the second driveway, and then we have the first driveway for the primary house. So not only would you be able to have a separate pull-in and parking space, but also I think this is where if you were, have friends, have guests, or if you wanted to use this for a short-term rental, you don't have to worry about people being able to block your space when you come home. So coming inside of here, now this have two entrances, and this is where you can get super creative. Now right over here you have one entrance. Now when we get ready to go inside, you can be able to see a little bit of the difference between this entrance. Now this does have a lift on it where you can, if you have a wheelchair coming in, so handicap accessible, so that's pretty cool. And let's take a look inside. Now this area, we can go upstairs, but I'm gonna go in here first because this is just a one bedroom, and this one bedroom right here is like your living room area, and then you go right into your kitchen. So if you're someone, maybe like you're a working professional and you don't need much, but you want to rent out the other area, we have some comps and some rentals that show you how much we can rent that other area out for, and you can just stay here. This is really almost like a triplex if you're an investor, because it's literally 3 living spaces, and this one have 2, and we're on the first one of the second one. So this open space, and you have a full washer and dryer hookup inside of here as well. So that comes with the house. And then when we come over here, you have a full bathroom. Now, you think this bathroom is something, make sure you wait until the end so we can show you the else one. And then it has a full bedroom where you can be able to stay. Now, if you're someone looking at this as a house, this is great for like you have, like say a college student that's staying away, you want them to have their separate place, have their separate setup, have their separate refrigerator, kitchen stove. Like, hey, you keep up with it as well. Now, cool thing about this is that you can shut this off and we go straight upstairs and we have the second living space. This just is a beautiful layout. So right here you have your living room. So you have your TV, you have your hangout space here. This is once again, I think just a beautiful, beautiful opportunity for tons of people when you look at the opportunity here. Then you have your kitchen, you have your sink, and all this has been updated in 2015. So this addition was added in 2015. Each area is a little bit over 800 square feet. So both of these areas with the stairs is probably a little bit over 1,000. So ample space. So let's go take out this bathroom. What? You see this? This here is any guest would enjoy it. I think they've designed this very well. Now, I know how they plan on using this is that someone had to stay downstairs if they maybe have some handicap needs, but then also upstairs that you can be able to stay here. You also have an additional separate washer and dryer hookup, and this is big for my renters as well because when you have both separate on both ends, rent can go up more. And this good size, so you have a king size bed here and then have a full closet here, and then you have a patio that you can be able to walk and take a look at. So right now, what I'm going to do is talk a little bit about some different loan products that you can be able to entertain. So let's go back inside and maybe talk about that a little bit more, and then we'll wrap it up. Okay, so for all my people who are more on the investment side, or maybe you want to see about making this into investment, this here can rent separately for what you can rent for up front. So we have some rent comps that we can be able to give you up to how much rent you can get. And also if you're looking at the short-term rental, you can be able to do that. But one loan that this house does qualify for is the debt to service coverage ratio. So it's also initial as DSCR loan. What that stands for is that if you have a mortgage, whatever the rent is on this house can equal the mortgage. It means the 1-to-1 ratio. What that means is if as long as the rent on this house, because it's one house, it's one loan on two different houses. Meaning if you can have a 1-to-1 ratio, whatever the rent will be, and it can equal the mortgage, or if it's less, it qualifies with no income verification. Okay, now if that was over your head, it's okay. Reach out to me. Make sure we can go a little bit deeper and talk about the loan product that this will qualify for. But if you're that person that's like, you know what, Jabari, I'm not interested in that. I just like the house and I want to maybe have, my own financing. That's great. We do have qualified lenders that can get you into this house, whether it was that loan product or some of the other ones. So what I want you to do is make sure you schedule time below. We have a link that you can click on and you can schedule a time with me so that we can talk about how we can get you qualified for this house. But I thank you for checking out 715 Eagle Pass Street. You can be able to check out the pictures, or we can send you more details on this particular house to make sure it's a good fit for you. So this total is over 2,000 square feet. The front house is about over 1,600 square feet. And this total is right around 12,000 on the lot size. So a lot of house, great opportunity, being about 1.5 miles away from. So thank you for watching. And as always, make sure you subscribe and like, and hey, leave a comment. Let me know if you have any questions. So listen, if no one left you a legacy, that's fine. But don't you dare leave this earth and not leave a legacy behind. Thank you for watching.